It's Daktari Explains again. We are here to explain internship this time. So we are doing internship stories. You'll meet me and my entire team. Are you ready to meet us? Good afternoon, Daktari.
Good afternoon.
You look very beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. It's an honor to have you in our show today to hear from your wisdom.
Thank you
On
for
the life
having
of
me.
to gather much wisdom on the life of an intern. I know that you're one of those people who has a lot that you can give and impact an intern. So let's start by introducing yourself. What would you want us and the world to know about you? Who are you? And yeah, as deep as you may want to go.
Well, my name is Christine Msana Pittchar, Dr. Christine Msana Pittchar. I recently finished my internship. I'm also a mother of two. And yeah, I think that's about sums it up. The other things are in person.
Okay, so for those who want to know more, they come in person.
Yes.
I love your energy. There's something I've noticed that when I interview your colleagues, you tend to forget the title doctor. So like you said, I'm Christine Msana Pittchar. They're like, oh, Dr. Christine Msana. Has it yet gotten to you that you're actually a doctor? Is it something that maybe comes with time? Because it's just not you've forgotten the title, and I'm curious why.
Well, I can't speak for everyone, but for me, I like introducing myself as a human being. It's nice to interact with people when they are not putting you on a pedestal. The moment you put doctor in it, everybody wants to put you on a pedestal, and then you become this person people come for help. And sometimes you just want to be human. And I only use the title when I need to use the title. I'm human first before I'm a doctor.
Oh, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And I couldn't agree. I've had also some of your colleagues would say, even when you're eating and you say, I'm a doctor, everyone brings all their problems to you and they forget that the food was sweet. Anyway, so internship. Tell us about that.
Oh, internship has been internship at some time, or internshine at some time. It has its moments, truth be told. Some are nice, some are bad. But I mean, who doesn't have a love-hate relationship with their workplace? Who doesn't? Overall, I'd say it has greatly impacted how I see myself, how I treat people, not just patients, my colleagues, how to navigate interpersonal relationships and the likes. It's also taught me patience. Of all the things, truth be told, internship has taught me patience. How to be patient, because diseases sometimes don't listen to you. They do not. They're not your mother. Yeah. So you just have to be patient with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of diseases, you're in a career where it's diseases in the morning to even in dawn comes to you for any other thing other than disease. How does that affect you as a doctor?
Well, it does kind of affect your work-life balance when all the time you're dealing with other people's problems. I mean, I'm human, I have my own problems. I have the things that I'm dealing with and having to deal with. Sometimes it's just not that easy coming to a person, giving them 100%. Yeah, when everybody all the time is asking for help, everybody is taking, Sometimes you usually need time to just relax and fill your cup so that you can have something to give. And internship offers a little of that. You get your moments to relax so that you don't burn out, but you don't really refill that much. Yeah.
Do you feel like this career, now not internship, but the career of healthcare providing normalizes things for doctors that should not be normal? We normalize, it's just diabetes. You've seen sometimes doctors like, need DM to, it's just diabetes, it's just malaria, it's just, and these are diseases that are actually eating people up. Do you feel like this career makes us normalize death? Like, yeah, I'm a pass. Nimeandika D1, I've had such languages. What do you think, and do you think it's actually a psychological thing that needs intervention, that maybe, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, that's an interesting point, which is very true and very sad about doctors, if you ask me. A lot of doctors, I wouldn't use the word normalize, I'd rather say desensitized. Because what would happen if you see a dead body today, tomorrow, the next day, the day after tomorrow, it's a lot, to the point, if you take all that in, it affects you mentally. The best way, or the most doctors cope by just letting it go and having the satisfaction that, I did the best of my ability in this case. Like, everything needed clinically, I did to the best of my ability and to the best of my knowledge. And so they desensitize themselves as a coping mechanism, which in a way it's a plus and a minus, if you ask me. Because positively, they'll just roll off from a lot of mental issues. Then it doesn't affect them much psychologically. That's a plus for them, because they're always working in a lot of high pressure zones and taking care of a lot of people. But then the other negative part to it is desensitization, is the lack of empathy. You find that with the more exposure to nasty and bad things and basically the things that you find in medical health, you become less empathetic to someone who is experiencing it for the first time. A lot of doctors tend to forget that the person who's standing before me or who's seated before me telling me their problems, maybe they're experiencing a lot of symptoms of DM, maybe. And this is the first time this person is experiencing all this. They don't understand what's going on with their body. You have seen it since for years, since you started doing clinical work, and you're like, this is so normal, like, this is classical DM. I don't know what you're talking about. But the person in front of you doesn't. It's the first time. I'm peeing a lot, I'm sweating a lot, I'm thirsty a lot. I don't understand what's going on with my body. And I feel the desensitization just brings about the lack of empathy. And I think there should be a gap that should be bridged there. Yeah, doctors should become more empathetic in as much as we desensitize ourselves or put ourselves away and remove ourselves emotionally from a case. Should remember to become empathetic, because they're human too.
Yeah, I get you. Especially in the setting maternity, primary gravidas, first-time mothers, they can be quite troublesome.
I know that firsthand.
And sometimes they even decline V's because it's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think should be done or can be done? Because it's almost like a default system that doctors fall into. You think we even say, "Oh, mama nasumbua," but hasumbui. It's not something she's used to. It's us who are used to. So from a mental health perspective or championing, well, what can you say about it? Or is it a lost case? Is it default?
Well, I would say again, it's a case of empathy. I am privileged in this question.
Yeah.
I was a primary gravida at some point, yeah? Mm-hmm. And you need to understand that this is pain. Labor pain is equated to the pain you get when you break your bones. Have you ever broken a bone? It's painful. And this is pain that is coming, and there's no stopping it, and there's nothing you can do about it. That pain can make you crazy. For real. It can make you go crazy, because it's an immense amount of pain, in as much as for a short period of time. but it's an immense amount of pain. And you need to understand that you're not feeling that pain. It's the other primary who's feeling that pain. And most of them are usually young, especially in this community where we work in. Most of them are young and they've never experienced such an amount of pain, and they're not ready, and they're not psychologically ready, they're not emotionally ready. And then you as a doctor, you come in and you're putting this more pressure on them. You end up having very bad tears or episiotomies, and it's not a nice picture. But here's what I do. Yeah? I go back to the time when I was a primary and ask myself, what I wanted to hear when I was in this pain. I wanted to be encouraged. I was taught how to breathe. My labor wasn't as bad as it should have been because I was taught how to breathe. There's a way you could breathe and ease in the pain. It's not that the pain will go away, but you ease in and accept it. Encourage these mothers. Bring them back to reality. Bring them back to reality that this is your child and we want to have this baby. And it's up to you. And it's here or now. We can't wait until tomorrow. Just bring them back to reality. Because the pain can take you to different places. Your pain, pain can be so severe that you can dissociate from the reality. You have to just bring them back, encourage them, and teach them just how to go through the pain. Yeah.
I do get you. Well, at least for you, you have the experience, but there are many who don't have the experience. But it goes down to empathy, because that's where it's a calling, right? Now, internship is said to be gruesome, terrible. When someone finishes med school, they just think, I am actually going to be that intern. Would you say it was gruesome, traumatizing, terrorizing on a general scale?
Yes. It wasn't easy. It was hard. It tested every single fiber of my being. Every single fiber of dealing with people, dealing with cases that you don't even understand, dealing with relatives who, oh my gosh, are just difficult. Some are civilized, and then some relatives were nice, but no. And I would say it was a hard time, but there's something that my dad keeps telling me every time we talk, and he tells me, well, it's fire, it's hard, it's hot, but that would define what you're made of. Are you made of diamonds or are you just rock? A rock will heat up and heat up and heat up and won't change. It will cool down after the heat is gone. Mm-hmm. But if you're made of different things, who knows what you'd come out? You might be a star, you might be gold, you might be diamond, you might be glass, you might be... Who knows? It's the pain that brings out who you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means your encouragement to interns is go through it. And
go through it. Go through it 100%. Show up. Let it hit you in every corner, in every way. And somehow you just learn how to waddle through. It's through these challenges that I would tell interns that it's through these challenges that you know how to deal with other people, difficult people. You learn how to talk to people. You learn how to negotiate with people. If you didn't have all this exposure and you're learning it from a book, you really never know how to practice them. Mm-hmm. So I would tell a new intern, show up, learn. Mm-hmm. Learn everything you can possibly learn. Because at the end of the day, it's you. It's you who's taking care of a human being. And guess what? If you make a mistake, he dies. Just go through it. Go through it. Learn. Take it in. Itaisha. Why inaisha? Imeisha.
True. You're a very strong personality, clearly. And it's thought of. I don't know if it's true, but such personalities are for surgical departments. Tari, would you consider being a surgeon?
Well, funny thing, I didn't know I'd like surgery as much as I would when I came for internship. I didn't like it as a student. that much, but I met somebody who made me fall in love with surgery. And I would explore a surgical discipline, but obstetrics and gynecology, not general surgery.
Okay, so surgery, but the version of surgery in obstetrics and gynecology.
Yes.
Okay, to the obstetricians out there, you had that clearly. Okay, what was your best rotation?
This is going to be a very controversial answer. Well, best in terms of working and ethics and just being a professional and practicing the art of medicine, I'd say obs and gyne.
Mm-hmm.
I loved obs and gyne. I'm not gonna lie. I know it was hard for a lot of people, and a lot of people went through a lot of things. I myself, all my calls were just nasty, but I just fell in love with it, man. I don't know how to explain it. I just fell in love with it. For chilling, psychiatry. It was a nice reprieve, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
So you'd consider psychiatry to be chilled, to have a chilled life?
I would say so. I mean, I've never walked in the foot of a psychiatrist. Maybe I will one day, but my rotation was really relaxed.
Okay.
Yeah, and very fun.
Overall, what would you say is the mental state of most doctors? Broken, intact, problematic, or just fine?
Well, I wouldn't want to put them all together because people are different.
But generally?
But generally, I would say, in all honesty, that doctors are some of the most unhinged people. It's their professionalism and the fact that they have to actually take care of people. They have to force themselves to be together. But a lot of people have a lot of issues in the background that usually don't come forth. You know, a doctor comes to you as a hero, like to you, hey, daktari nisaidie. But wewe mwenye unaambia daktari, hujui daktari mwenye anakusaidia akona mashida zake zenye zinakaa milima zenye hata hajui vile atazisort. You know,
yeah.
And that usually creates a lot of what do I call it? Instability mentally. It really does cause a lot of instability for a lot of doctors. And most of them just cope in different ways and have many maladaptive ways of coping with things.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your method of coping with it, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying, as doctors, we need to prioritize our mental health more and more.
Speaking of prioritizing, at what point should intervention start? Should people wait to actually qualify? Should it start from medical school?
Actually, personally, I would like to start a foundation or an organization that trains medical students each year on what they're supposed to be learning, on how to cope with things or how to deal with this. Just a mental health organization that would help students. Because I feel like the pressure of becoming a doctor starts in first year. There's just a lot of books and a dead body to study. That changes a person. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That changes a person automatically. And if you don't have somebody to walk through, a lot of people are privileged to have friends and families that are supportive, and some don't.